I'm gonna
Yeah,
be a double uncle or a dunkle.
the news spread like wildfire.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Joe
Alright.
was saying like he was surprised like who hadn't heard it because he like Gracie had learned first and he's like okay everyone knows and then like
Yeah.
there's some people that didn't hear it. But yeah, it was kind of funny. They were not expecting.
Would
Wasn't the
not
plan.
imagine so.
What?
He's just so fertile, you know? It's
So
not his fault.
Did we roll for health already?
I think so.
I did we? Oh, we
You should have
did.
been
I
at the
did.
end of the
Right.
session.
I forgot. I'll take back my health points that I stole.
Somebody taking extra.
I
I
rolled
remember
again
being,
because I
dis-
forgot. But then that makes more sense
I
because
was-
my hit dice was at 13. I was confused.
I was sad.
All right, so
Level 12, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
was hoping we were level 13, but
Oh, we are level 12.
Yeah.
Never mind. Then I like updated some things and didn't update others, so I got real confused. Let me
He's like level 20 now.
never mind. So no indomitable, but I do get ability score increase.
Oh, nice.
It's
Yeah,
just kinda
it's-
like
I don't think it's a
HP.
major one, so.
No,
amazing.
the next one is, I think.
Yeah. Well, the next one is the indomitable for me. But
wait, but don't you have that already?
I have one, but you get 2 rolls in it.
Oh.
Dang, I thought we were.
Sweet. I get a new brand.
I get 2 points. Go up. Intelligence and Constitution. Oh shoot! I did have to do it.
Just a heads up. I'm gonna try to start being more persuasive and deceptive.
You mean deceptive?
Yeah, but also persuasive.
Let's see. My health goes up to with the Constitution boost. Goes up to 113.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. Like you had told us that you broke 100 or something, or someone broke 100.
Well, we
I broke 100.
we were 101 together.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, okay.
I raised Constitution, so it put me up
Oh, you took a I gotcha.
because I had a 15 Constitution and a 13 at Intelligence, so I just bumped them up.
Dang.
Bumped them both up.
Well, you surpassed me now.
All right. So here we go. This is session 95. Here's a short recap. At the windswept entrance to Adrian's rest, the final of the 3 guardians fell, crumbling into snow and stillness. Silence follow, not the emptiness of the Frostwild, but something reverent. The echoes of power faded, and ahead, the sacred ground of Adrian's final stand beckoned. Within the mountain's cradle, you discovered the ancient sanctum, open to the sky yet untouched by wind. There, Norquil uncovered a journal hidden beneath worn stone, its pages marked with the personal shorthand of his former mentor, Van Helsing. As he deciphered the notes aloud, the truth unfurled. The heart of Adrian, the crystal you carry, is not the weapon itself, but the prison, a shell. Adrian, in his final act, bound a great demon within it by dividing his very essence into 3 parts: his will, his life, and his sacrifice. Without these, the heart cannot hold forever. Then the ruins responded, snow lifted into the air, The cold grew still, and a voice, resonant, patient, and ancient, filled the space around you. Adrian's memory spoke, confirming Van Helsing's word. You are not the first to find this place, but you may be the last with the chance to restore what was broken. With this revelation, the heart pulsed anew, awakening with purpose, but still incomplete. Knowing time is precious and the seals weaken, you chose your path to pursue the first fragment, the shard tied to Adrian's will, hidden somewhere near the mysterious Mirror Lake. But the lake's exact location is lost to time, and so now you must turn eastward towards the nearest town, seeking answers buried in frost, memory, and perhaps more than one kind of reflection. So, at the moment, the group is kind of exiting Adrian's Rest, and do you basically, so you're kind of already east of the what's the city we're in right now? The Frosthaven.
Yeah, I was gonna say Frostwild.
Yeah.
Frostmoor.
So you're already kind of east, like the eastern mountain ridge of Frosthaven, and you're deciding to go east. Do you go back to town, or do you just go straight from where you are to in the eastern direction?
Isn't Anna in the town though?
I do not
Did you?
think so. You
Can
guys
you-
left the first town kind of without her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we left her there.
The very first town was this Drakemont.
Yeah. With the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So really, there wouldn't be much reason to go back.
No. What? So
I just
what
feel
is-
extra powerful. I feel like we could take on anything right now. I vote we just head to the lake.
Yeah. I actually don't remember anything right now.
Yeah.
Well, I have notes about the 3 different places.
Okay. I don't know why I don't have notes.
Where
Still free these
reflections
people.
do not lie.
What? Oh yeah. Watcher's Hollow. Wait.
Did y'all do a session without me?
No, you showed up late, but all that information was at the end. You might have just not taken any
Yeah.
notes.
Oh.
Wait.
The
Echoing
Echoing
Peaks,
Peaks.
Air Lake, the Watcher's Hollow. So
But is this the Watcher's Hollow?
Where you're at now?
Yeah.
No, the landmark really right now where you guys are at is Adrian's Rest.
Okay.
And from there, you found 3 locations where 3 shards basically are held. One at Mirror's Lake, Waters Hollow, and that other place.
Well, I vote we head over to the lake. Unless there's ice skates at the city, that might be helpful.
You do know, and I think it might have been Adra. You guys maybe had a map or something, and knowing that there is a town over there.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Um,
So it'd probably be smart. It's not just like a wilderness lake.
Right. It's somewhere in that direction, but it doesn't really tell you, because I bet basically what you find out from Adrian's Rest is that his will is tied to the Mirror Lake, but it doesn't tell you. You don't see Mirror Lake on the map anywhere.
Oh.
But you do see a town over there. Let's see. It's called Valendale. Valendale.
I think we should probably head over there and see if we can get some information. Where this lake is at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we head there and get ice skates too.
Ice skates? You know they have ice
Think about
skates.
it. Well, because they have ponds. If there's a lake.
Go
It
ahead
makes
and roll for travel. You can choose one of you guys.
Can I? Is it like a survival roll?
Sure.
Let's go. I talked to him into it.
I got my.
Perfect sun right there.
Does anybody know how to turn off private rolls?
In what?
And
In Roll20, it always asks me if it wants to be private.
are you saying at the start, right?
It's,
Like whenever I roll a dice, it says, "Do you want this to be a private roll?"
It doesn't do that for me. It might just go to your settings, dice options. No, maybe not that.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Keyboard shortcut. Anyways, 19.
19. Okay. You actually make it there fairly easily. I would say by the time you were done with Adrian's Rest, it would have been let's see, sunset. It would have been like morning maybe. Let's assume that you guys took your rest and everything at Adrian's Rest.
Yeah.
And then you took off in the morning. You'll probably get there in the late afternoon.
oh.
And
Okay. So-
as
Yeah.
oh, sorry. I was saying I don't want to walk into the city. I want to like evaluate it before we go in to see if there's
Sure.
crazy zombie people.
Crazy zombies.
Okay.
Well,
So-
yeah.
After half day, steady descent from the windblown heights, the harshness of the frost wild gives way to something calmer. Nestled in the broad alpine basin, flanked by pine-covered ridges and snow-laced hills, lies the village of Valendale. You can see. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Should have increased my perception.
Everyone or just
15.
15. Okay. You see smoke curls lazily from chimneys, rising into the crisp air. There's lots of buildings. They're kind of like built low and a little stout looking, mostly of timber and stone. The roofs are blanketed in a thick snow. Other than that, there is,
Seems like a normal city activity.
yeah,
We see a lot of people walking about.
yeah. People are walking about.
See normal?
Let's see. Roll an insight check.
Insight. That would be 12.
12? Yeah, for the most part. Looks like they're doing chores. Along with your perception check, you do see several pools like of water in the area. Some of them letting like kind of giving off steam.
Wait, it was a.
Do we all notice giving off steam? Or is it just him?
Well, he's the one that did the perception check.
Oh,
Do you point it out? Does Murtag point it out?
Oh, I thought John did one too. Yeah. Well, if you pay attention, you can see there's some details in the survival world. As my mentor, I can't remember his name, Captain. Can't remember his name. You know the
Honda?
guy from Kenwood,
Oh,
not Honda. He was
Maurice.
in the military. Maurice, yeah, Maurice.
It's been a minute.
He always said details matter.
Like names.
Yeah, like names.
Goodness. Alright, so.
Does this mean that the ponds aren't frozen?
Yeah. I mean, I think with even such a high perception roll, I would say you notice these are springs.
Like hot water springs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys just want to take a minute and take a dip?
oh,
You're
with
good.
the bones.
I'm not really a big fan of water
Oh, that's right.
in general. Well, like you guys can do it.
I want to like put my hand in it, see how hot it is before I jump in there.
All right. No. Murtag, you get a +1 to your next ability check
Nice.
for good roleplay. Okay. Are you guys just gonna hang out, or are you gonna go down?
Let's go down.
That's good.
I'll act like I'm the travel guide, and then you guys can be the tourists.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait.
shit.
We're
So
gonna hot
we're
springs.
big game hunting. Remember? Big
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, big
Yo,
game
we
hunt.
got that.
Oh, what is
The thing we have.
The
Okay.
ice stag.
Oh, yes.
All right,
So we
ice
walk
stag?
down. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
Is the giant ice thing that saved us?
Looking.
Anyways,
Yeah. Anywho.
all right. So as you walk into town, kind of descending into town, you go from kind of the powdery snow that's kind of at the edge of town to something a little bit more packed as you get closer and closer towards the center of town. Even some of the snow being like kind of sloppy wet, just from just being trampled all day on, and just kind of the warmth of the ground here from the natural springs. As you walk by, you're kind of getting into that evening. There's meals being prepared. You can smell like wood smoke and like kind of broth kind of in the air.
Not a whole lot of vegetables going on right now in the winter.
It's like Texas chili, no beans, just like
And then just kind of as a flare out in the distance, you hear a little bell ringing, kind of like the call for dinner time, if you will, the evening bell. As you walk by, kind of just with your general sense of perception and this tour guiding or whatever through town, you do notice some, well, I wouldn't say odd behavior, just normal village behavior. There's like, well, normal in the sense like for this kind of town that has like hot springs, even just kind of in the public spaces. There's like a child that's standing barefoot in a steaming pool. One of the elders yell out from the porch, saying, "You'll catch your toes freezing before they grow, Edda." There's some other people, farmers, who are arguing about which is the tallest pine tree they ever seen. And then just normal kind of snow shoveling off tavern roofs and stuff like that as you walk by. There.
Would you guys like to just take a dip real quick? This is the main hot springs. It's traditional to full submersion, you know?
Oh,
I look around. Anyone else in this pool?
Yeah, like I said, there is. This
We're
is kind
not
of
going
like,
to the one with the kid in it.
yeah. There's a town center. There's a pool in the middle. There's a kid standing in it.
there's kids standing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a hot tub at a hotel. You can just scare them away.
Oh, yeah. Bruin just undresses.
Whoa, not in front of the kids.
It's a hot tub. That's barely a kid. That's. But, yeah, I guess
Okay.
Bruin
While
gets
they're
in it.
bathing, I'll ask for a tavern like location, place where we can stay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Uh, 21.
21. Okay. You find someone.
22. 22.
All right. You find someone coming up to you guys, seemingly to be like the local kind of town guard. She's a heavier set woman, but it's hard to tell with the amount of clothes she has on. But she walks up to you, kind of swinging her little baton in one hand, and you guys kind of arrive at conversation. Well, hello, visitors. We don't get a lot of you, but thank you for visiting our humble little town.
Yeah, we're just big game hunters, and I'm kind of like the guide, the hunting guide. And they've been cold all day and just whining. So we decided to get in the hot tub. But we were looking for a tavern to stay at tonight.
Oh, great. We do have one of those. And yeah, please help yourself. This is just public space. Anybody is welcome to even just wash their feet in the local spring. Regarding the tavern, we do have one. It's It's called the Gleaming Flask. You can find it just a couple blocks down the path, and she kind of points in the general direction. It's kind of in the northwest direction of kind of where you guys are at. There you'll find Mira Braith. She's the tavern keeper. If you need anything, she's quite hospitable, easy to get along. She'll help you with what you need. You might even find some local hunters, kind of give you the lay of the land if you're looking for big game, if you will.
Bruin
Yeah,
is just
we're
splayed out in the water. It's just like it seems like you came here to tell us something else. Was there something on your mind?
Oh, no, just the fact that you guys are new. Wanted to see how things are going. Just kind of what we do here.
yeah, we were out hunting a giant frost
Stalker.
bunnies,
Frost stalker.
frost bunnies,
Stalker.
and bunnies.
Sorry,
no,
did
we-
I hear Froststalker?
No.
No, we were not hunting. Well, maybe we were.
We were looking for them.
Now, folks,
Nah.
We were.
I get it. I mean, you guys look like very capable individuals. It seems like the things that you hunt aren't just the ones that are hunted, but the ones that hunt as well. Great. Now, I don't know
But
what the Froststalker is, but sounds dangerous. You don't
We were
perhaps
also-
think there are things out in our area that we need to watch out for or warn the townsfolk of, do you?
Have any
I
of your
mean,
townsfolk started acting weird? Just out of curiosity. Like anyone just behaving weird. Not themselves.
Roll investigation
like,
check.
lose-
No, sorry, roll an insight check.
Nice.
maybe they lose their mind, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
Insight. It's a dirty 20.
Pretty good. All right. Her face like kind of visibly darkens a little. She goes, it would seem you kind of know the troubles of the North. I'm assuming, Lee, that since you guys are not from around here, do you have news of things that are happening outside of this village?
Yeah.
We just came across it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It was Murtag talking.
Well, Frosthaven. Have you heard of Frosthaven?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all kind of messed up right now. There's like 3 people left.
We've heard reports of ill tidings from Frosthaven. We are fortunate enough to be nestled in this valley, and not a lot get here. But to answer your original question, we've heard of darkness that kind of washed over the land, and we're thankful that it hasn't gotten here yet, but people are weary and even scared that it's only a matter of time before whatever that's out there gets here.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree. It's coming, probably. But we're here to help, maybe, and hunt, But we're here to help too.
Oh, yeah, we're here to help.
Just good Samaritan hunters, or that doesn't exist here.
Do you hunt Samaritans?
uh, no.
Well,
Okay.
we're glad to have you, for sure. But yeah, I would say if you need to know more about the goings on of this town, probably Myra is probably the one to speak with.
Myra.
Well, we'll head over there after we get all bathed up.
Great. Then I'll continue my route. Enjoy your stay at Valendale. And then she kind of trots off.
Well, I feel refreshed already. I think I'm gonna hop out.
It's gonna be so cool. It's like Bruin gets out, and it's like one of those things where like he's obviously not wearing a swimsuit, so it just like clings.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
no! It like freezes immediately. All your
oh,
clothes.
you got a little one left.
Can you wait? Talk for John.
Look at him.
Oh. Well.
Oh. Got a little one joining us, huh?
Yep. Surprise visit. It's the I don't know. It's a new cleric.
You guys need one.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we've done all right with that. Oh goodness. When did it, I feel like I only see your kids, Kevin, like once in a blue moon, and like
They grow.
yeah, like seeing your daughter like talking. It's like,
Oh, nice. That spit it.
oh no.
Good thing you have a towel.
It was planned. It was a sabotage.
Buddy, don't fall down. Alright, I'm gonna hold you like this now.
Okay. So, I'm assuming you guys head towards the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Is that
Let's see
Myra
Mira.
in there? Mira.
Yeah.
Mira.
Myra. It's Mira, sorry.
Oh.
Or you can call her Mrs. Braith.
This is brave.
Yeah, so here we go. You guys go to the Gleaming Flask, as directed, a couple blocks towards the northwest. It's a modest looking inn and tavern, clean and cheerful. And so you kind of break in. It is a lot like any tavern you have seen, especially the couple of ones that you visited in the previous towns in Drankmont. But it's lively. There's people hanging out. It's not so crowded per se, but there are people having drinks, having dinner, stuff like that. You see a woman who clearly is in charge, walking around serving tables, chatting up the customers, and stuff like that.
Excuse Mira.
Oh,
Hello. Just-
yeah. She notices you. Try to wave her down. She gives you kind of the 1 second like finger held up. She says a couple more words, inaudible to you at the distance you are, to the table that she was currently attending, and then turn towards you and starts walking in your direction. Says, "Hello there, travelers. What can I do for you? You need food? We have tables. Please have a seat. If you need a place to stay, we got rooms."
Nice. Yeah. I think we'll share 2 rooms. I think, and we'll all each get something to eat.
Okay, 2 rooms it is. I'm assuming that Adra's still with you guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Please feel free. Grab any table. We'll have one of the lasses come over to take your order.
Yeah. And also, we need an expert of the gab. We need someone with the insight and knowledge of this town.
Ah, you're looking for local affairs.
Exactly.
Let's see. You know what? You see that man over there, and she points to a guy that's kind of sitting in the corner. I'll bet if you buy him a drink, he'll catch you up on things here. He's kind of our local gossiper, if you will.
Okay. Then make that 5 meals. Whatever.
Will do. And then she kind of takes off. She kind of goes behind the counter and starts getting things ready, especially 2 rooms. Some of the girls that she interacts with, she's like, okay, she's like obvious hand gestures, like, hey, we got a company of 4 requiring 2 rooms. Can you get the rooms ready? And you see a couple of girls leave. One girl goes back into the kitchen, comes back out with like 5. I'm assuming you guys grab some kind of alcohol.
Yes.
For warmth or whatever. Heat the body during cold times. And she brings it up to you. You guys, I'm assuming you're still standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Unless you got us a table, yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, here you go, hands them out to all of you guys. And then she kind of like, and we'll be right back with your food. Please have a seat anywhere.
Well, just gonna have the person with the -1 charisma take the social lead. Is that
Sorry.
yeah,
I'm so sorry.
no, it's good. Hello there, sir. We're looking, and he's gonna go up to the person she recommended.
Uh-huh.
We happen to have bought too much food. We were going to food and drink. Would you care to share with us?
And he's like, he's sitting there and he's just kind of people watching for a while as you come up to him, and you kind of make this offer. He looks up at you, goes, well, I'm not one to refuse a good drink, a free one at that.
Yeah, it is. We're hunters, big game hunters, and we're looking for some rumors and some local knowledge.
Ah, brothers of the trade. Well, why didn't
Yeah.
you say so? Why didn't you have a seat? Come on. And he kind of like, from underneath the table, he kind of kicks one of the chairs so it like kind of goes
It
backwards, pops out a little bit so you can sit down. It's like, please, I haven't had company in a while, so please have a seat and let me enjoy this fine drink you've given me this evening, and please ask away.
Yeah, we came here on a quest of sorts, and we just came from the north, and they were acting mighty strange.
You would have come from the east.
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 No, sorry,
East.
west. From the west. You went
West.
east.
We went east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was northeast.
Yeah.
Northeast, southwest, doesn't matter.
That's it.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, sorry, proceed.
no, I go ahead. Sorry, I was going to text.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't catch a question in there somewhere.
No, there's just
Ask him if there's anything strange happening here.
yeah. So we came from the west, and people were acting very strange. I was wondering if you guys had seen anything around here as well. We had we
Hightail it out of
hiked
there.
before they
Attacked us.
yeah.
Wow,
Where
you
they
came
call it
from the
from.
west. Next town over would have been Frosthaven.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's it.
we heard some pretty awful news coming from that direction. The people that kind of got out. Yeah, we heard all kinds of stories, but none of us are kind of willing to travel there to confirm anything.
We can confirm. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay.
All
I
but
would
three.
advise not to go there. For now.
Okay. Will do. Now, as far as if any of that nonsense got over here, we seem pretty okay. We haven't heard any stories of anybody losing their minds.
What about anybody who recently started to act strange? Just maybe not like a big change, but like a subtle change. We're like, huh, I didn't think he would do that.
Well,
Or-
besides Mr. Holman at the library, I mean, he's always been a strange fella. But for the most part, I think we've been blessed, if you will, to not have to deal with any of that craziness.
Okay. I have a somewhat related question. Have you heard around here of any?
Hold that thought.
Yes.
He notices one of the girls carrying a big tray of food. And then the girl shows up at the table, puts the big tray on the table next to you guys, and starts handing out food
Nice.
to you guys. You
How
get
much-
a hot bowl of stew.
Wait, who bought this?
I think because no one was here and we don't have a bag of holding, I guess Bruin bought it. So, how much would that be?
I guess between all the transaction,
That should be like 5 gold.
she goes, just give me 1 second. I'll go talk to the lady of the house, and then I'll come back with your bill. And I assume there's also rooms involved, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Okay, then I'll be right back. And then she kind of scurries off. It's like, sorry to interrupt. I just didn't want her to interrupt you guys.
No, that's
So yeah, please continue where you left off.
yes. Where we left off. No, so you're right. We went to a tavern.
Sorry.
We're talking to like the town gossip, and they haven't heard of anyone crazy. But he mentioned a librarian.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's always been crazy, is what he said. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing out of nowhere.
Just an odd
This
fella.
would be the second person who likes books that's a little bit weird.
Everyone who likes books in John's worlds is crazy. No.
Yeah.
That guy's name is Mr. Holman.
Yes, Mr. Holman. I just have the public system to have a library. It's pretty spectacular, but
Hey,
in a
hey
town
now.
this small.
I mean, we are creatures here to learn, you know, and what better place than a library? Albeit, it's not anything grand, but it is there.
All right. I think what else are we looking for? We heard tales of
We're looking for the Mirror Lake.
yeah,
Probably the
Mirror-
Oh, did we ask
librarian
anybody
would
about
know.
a
We
mirrored
haven't asked
lake.
him yet.
Well, yeah, we've heard tales of a mirrored lake where reflections do not lie.
A mirrored lake. And you can see him kind of stroking his beard. Roll a investigation check for me.
Can I help him?
How so?
Looks at him, squints real hard. 14.
You know what? You bought him a meal. You can roll with advantage.
Well, that other roll was is a
Was an 8,
Roll
so
again.
still 14.
Just re-roll the whole thing if you want. Or you can just take the 14.
let's do you know what? I'm a gambler at heart. It's 11.
11?
Yeah.
He says, well, I'm not sure if I know what this mirrored lake is. I don't know of anything of the sort. But we do have some of these ruins just kind of north of town. I guess in some ways it kind of resembles a mirror lake. But it's just outside of town. Nothing crazy.
How so? How so does it resemble? Sorry. A mirrored lake. How so?
Well, it's more like a pond.
How does it resemble the pond?
Well, and is it flat?
Ish.
Wait, aren't all ponds flat?
Well, yeah, but some are like have waves, you know.
So you're saying there's a ruin around the pond?
Kind of. It's just kind of been there ever since this town was founded. Now, bear in mind, some people have been having some. Well, people that go there, and then come back, or or sleep. They have weird dreams. So we heard, but nothing really comes of it. So if you're in for a good time, I guess that's the place to go. But as far as the Mirror Lake goes, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you happen to know who had those weird dreams? In this tavern?
It's more of a general consensus, if you will.
Well, thank you.
Does it? I have a question. Does it get spooky at night?
In town or in general?
No. At the lake, at the ruins.
Ooh, like I said, just weird dreams. But I don't know, nothing really out of the ordinary. Most people don't spend the night there either, or, you know, just because town is so close. I think most people would just rather spend the night in a bed.
Well, yeah, but sometimes, like, abandoned buildings.
Well, yeah, I mean, we probably have some kids running around there, but that's probably, I mean, that should give you some clue. We allow our kids to run over there, so it's not like. Wait,
Yeah.
is there something we should be afraid of over there?
I mean, we're new here, so. You would
Well,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you guys are pretty insistent about this place, so
It's just-
I don't know.
The game we hunt is of the magical sort. So we're trying to get all the leads we can.
I hear ya. Myself being a hunter, it's the adrenaline you get from the hunt. Magnificent. Now, I don't know anything about magical creatures, but I'm just happy hitting a rabbit with an arrow.
A frost
These
rabbit?
guys are too. Ha! This makes fun.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, if you're wanting to go visit, it's locals call it the Timber Watch Shrine, and he kind of gives you kind of a general location of where it's at.
Should we just check it out now?
I think either that or we go to the librarian, see if he has any clues, or maybe there might be a book about it that he read or something.
That's true. Is it pretty late, or what is our timeline looking like?
People are just having dinner, so you're around like 6-7 o'clock.
Yeah, let's go bother the librarian. He's probably still alive, awake.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah, he's still alive.
it's a fantasy library. It stays open until 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you kind of head out, you see the lady of the house, Mira, kind of catch up to you guys and said, "Just so you know, we got the rooms ready. It's just gonna be about 5 silver pieces,
All right,
including the food and drink.
gotcha.
It looks like you're heading out.
Well-
Assuming you're gonna be staying, so just pay when you come back."
No, here you go. He just gives him.
Oh,
He just
well,
gives him 5 silver.
well, thank you very much. You see her pocket it in her side pouch. Wherever you're going, enjoy. Wherever this place is called, Valendale.
Valendale.
She kind of goes back to her duties.
It's productive.
Okay.
Do we know where the library is at?
Yeah. Just even talking with the hunter, he kind of gives you a general direction of where that is as well. So you leave town and you kind of go south a little bit, and you find kind of a forgetful building. It's not anything like grand. Single-story house, or single-story building. You go in. There's candlelight everywhere. I mean, like protected stuff like that, like behind glass, making sure it's not going to burn anything down. But you don't necessarily find much as far as people there. There is one person that is kind of at a desk, and it's slanted. and he seems to be drawing something. And he doesn't seem to have heard you, even though there was a bell on the door.
What does he look like? Like scraggly gray hair, Gandalf?
No, I'd say youngish. Wears a pair of glasses. Skinny. Wearing a robe that's maybe a little bit too big for him.
What was his name? Holman?
Mr. Holman.
Mr. Holman.
So,
To you, it's Mr. Holman.
oh, my bad.
Bruin, could you make some noise?
Or just really loud, clearing his clearing his throat.
I like shut the door and like ring the bell. Like,
He seems to be very very in, like locked into his whatever he's working on.
do we have one of those flashbangs still?
I just grab a book and slam it closed real hard.
Go ahead and roll a I don't know, a D20 for something.
It just goes.
You said just a straight D20?
Yep.
I got 13.
Okay. He looks around, shocked, kind of out of his trance, and he looks around and sees 4 like very well built men. Well, except one short
Oh,
child.
no, I'm still well built.
It's a child.
And he looks around. It's like, oh, my apologies. I did not know you guys were here. Welcome to the Valendale Library. What can I help you with?
Is this a public library or a private library?
Public. It's my library, if you will, but public in the sense that we have traders and villagers drop off books here all the time, and I like to keep them. And you kind of look around and you see like shelves of books, and they're like tattered, old, some new, but for the most part, it's a lot of the books are worn down.
Do we have
Alright.
book to
Can
give
I ask him a
them?
question?
I have a book. Oh yeah, ask him a question.
Just ask him, do you have any books on Adrian by any chance?
Let's see. He goes, Adrian. He kind of taps the pencil on his the frame of his glasses. Is like, I don't believe so. Who is this Adrian?
I looked at the group.
I thought it
Well,
would have been popular.
Yeah, I thought so too.
yeah, he's like
There's a
the
actual
protector of.
I gave him a quick summary of who Adrian is from what we've heard and read. And
There's this statue of him in Frosthaven.
It's not of him, but
Oh,
it's of a defender of Drakemont, which is
yeah,
like somebody
just
else.
kind of a local hero there.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, heroic type, interesting. And he wheels over to one of the bookshelves and flips through a couple books. It's like, not that one. Puts it back, pulls out another one, and kind of opens it up. It's like, here, okay. Adrian. Not much here. Just kind of a few things about let's see. Look, he kind of scans through it. Just a few things about a hero of ancient times.
Anything about Mirror Lake by any chance?
Mirror Lake.
But what's really important is that he gave himself to like protect this place. And he had himself split into 3 different sections. So he's not just a protector of old times, he's a protector of right now.
Okay.
Kind of. And we're trying to get him back.
All right. So I'm a little confused. Why?
Yeah, it's confusing.
Okay. Are you here for something?
Yeah, we're trying to find
Yes.
out where reflections do not lie. Mirror Lake.
Mirror Lake. Okay, mirror. Okay, so he goes, I don't see anything, and he's like, "You're welcome to look through this book." But to my knowledge, this is about everything we have on Adrian. Adrian.
You can call him Adrian.
Okay. He hands one of you the book. He goes, now about a Mirror Lake.
Can I keep it?
We honestly don't have many lakes around here, if any, that I can
Other than
recall.
that pond.
And he scrolls over, like he rolls back over to what he was working on. He's like, I'm actually updating our local map. I'm kind of a hobbyist cartographer, if you will.
What do you know about that pond that's just outside of the town?
Oh, the mini ruins that we have outside of town. That has just been there ever since this town even was thought of. Might be a connection of why this town was put here. Besides the convenience of the local hot springs.
Oh, Bruin takes out a book from his pack. He's like, I have this book of dwarven dish making. Willing to trade it for if you have any spare maps of the area.
Ooh, dwarven. Now that is not something that we come across very often. Very intriguing.
I think I had found it in. Wait, where did we find it? It was maybe underground.
Moria.
I don't think it was that for copyright reasons. But,
He goes, love to. He's like, he points to a kind of a floor jar. It's oversized, and it's got a bunch of rolled up giant scrolls.
yes.
Please help yourself to any one of them. I also happen to like to refine my skills. Those are just one of the older copies of the maps that we have of kind of the local town. Please help yourself in. He's like, he kind of reaches out for the book.
Bruin gives it to him.
Okay.
It's just like,
He like rolls over to a desk and kind of places the book down and starts kind of gently flipping through it.
yeah, I'm basically memorized it. We've been.
Yeah, I've been with it so long.
Silverback boar tenderloins are really good, right? When we had that.
Yeah. I mean, there was the partridge confit. That doesn't sound right.
I think it was a partridge from the pear tree.
Oh, that's right.
Cooked with wood from a pear tree.
Yes.
But for real though, no lakes around here? Like, what about underground? Do you guys think there's any underground lakes?
Possibly. I mean,
Wait,
These
this is
one-
hot springs.
these lands are wild. But like I said, as far as in this area of the woods, we don't notice any lakes.
About like deep fissures in the land.
I'm not much of an underground diver, if you will. I'm just making maps of what I can see.
Adra, how confident are we that we came to the right spot? I mean, we can go check out this pond, but maybe we'll check that out.
I don't know.
What is that, dude?
He seems to be in a solemn state. Doesn't maybe deep in thought.
He's running backup programs.
He's running his Norton antivirus. He needs a little bit of time.
Yeah,
to reboot.
McAfee, dude. Good old Mac can shut your computer down for a while. Let's go to the pond.
Wait, do you
Thanks, Mr. Holman.
do we want to just stay the night here? I mean, we got the rooms right there. It's like it just
The
be
question
Well,
is,
but from the sound of it,
we
the
might
pond is
experience a
like
nightmare.
wood-like. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys were talking at the same time. What was that? My experience of nightmare. What was the other one? What would you say?
Oh, it's just not that far away. Like, we can still go to the pond and then get back for...
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like, it sounds like a city park to me, you know? Just on the outside of town.
Okay,
A village park.
so that's where you guys are heading towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we, agree?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And just like, oh yeah.
Mr. Holman is like, thank you, kind sir, for bringing this book by. I really do appreciate it. I hope that map helps you, and I hope you find the lake you're looking for.
We're like,
Would you, like to come document your experience with us? Like, as a journalist?
I'm not much of a journalist.
Sometimes we like to...
but you could be
But you're a librarian,
historian. Document
Yes.
history
You can
that's
write your
gonna be
own
written.
books.
Like I said, I'm a hobbyist cartographer.
Well, you could explore new lands with
write
us.
a map. You can have a new map of the ruins.
Okay. Roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Watch it be 20s for both.
I can. Do you want me to do it, or do you gonna do it? I'll do it. I would love to do it.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Persuasion
Yeah.
or deception?
I think it's persuasion. You're not trying to deceive him for anything.
No, persuasion. 17.
17.
17.
Come on, natural one.
You kind of could turn over a new leaf.
I mean, that sounds all great and all, but I'm not much of a writer. I rather enjoy doing maps.
Can map the lands.
So, anyways, enjoy your stay. And I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thanks, Mr. Holman.
Me too.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
So,
guess we're headed out to the pond.
okay, so to that what do they call it?
The ruins.
The Timber Watch Shrine.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you kind of head out the door, you kind of get on the main road. You pass by that that town center spring. As you kind of get towards the north kind of gate of this town, you just before that, you see on the right there is quite a few stalls. That is currently not being manned by anyone. I think the time for marketing is it's a little late for that, I guess. So most of those people kind of have gone back to their homes and stuff like that. So you exit the town, and it's really not even that much further out that you see what basically everybody's been kind of pointing towards whenever you talk about this mirror lake. And you get there, and what you see before you. Hold on. What you see before you are there's a cracked stone arch, half swallowed by trees. Inside this, there's a circular clearing with a faded stone pool. And then kind of around this area, you see some scattered remnants of offerings, feathers, some candles, some pieces of reflective glass. On the there's an inscription in the pedestal. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So kind of what's going on is that in the center there's kind of like a stone basin, if you will, and it's like receded into the ground, and there's like kind of fragments kind of like laying in the outer area. Around the basin there are 3 evenly spaced stones.
This is like a big basin, like a pond, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You said there was candles?
Yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, someone was hanging out here at
Wow.
night. They probably just had some
Oh,
candles.
it's more like leftover stuff then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But there's also like
You're-
I mean, it's kind of in this wooded area, so there's just like stuff everywhere. Let's see. You see some. I mean, imagine a standstill water, kind of in the middle of the forest, and there's kind of like pine cones in it, maybe even pine needles, just kind of floating around. Even leaves, right?
But it's pretty still.
No, not really.
What?
It's not a mirror.
But
Oh,
etched along the stone rim of the basin, there's some words.
Can we read them? What do they say?
Yes, you can read them. It says, I'm assuming someone knows Elvish, right?
I do.
Yep, that's me.
All right, so you guys read this. It says, the water remembers when disturbed no more. 3 must reflect, 1 must watch. Only stillness brings sight. Even nature must wait.
Is
Wait. Is there a full moon out tonight? Or any moon?
Roll for moon.
Did you say 3 must reflect, 1 must watch?
One must watch. Yeah.
Mhm.
okay, so this seems like a DM cop out. Getting rid of Adria.
13.
30% moon.
Sure. Yeah, there's a moon out.
Okay, so it didn't have to do with the moon. Got it.
Wait, so we have to stop. Even nature must wait. So
Do you want me
Where's
to? Do you want me to put this in chat?
Yeah.
I think
So I can read it.
We gotta stop time. Simple as that. We just gotta around
Yeah,
the pond, you know.
We just gotta be real still. Water.
So still that you become invisible to the naked eye.
Okay, if we walk to these 3 pillars around, do they
They're
say
just
anything?
they're just like stone, like
Yeah, we
Uh,
just
they're like squat stones. They're not even pillars.
Yeah.
is it like is it like is the pond frozen over or like
No,
what's,
you see
Okay.
like rippling, if you will, like just the kind of if you ever see any like standing water, it's just kind of like every once in a while there's a ripple of something
Yeah,
hits
like
it,
a-
a bug touches it or whatever.
yeah, a bug's floating on it.
Maybe the water has to have no ripples, and so we have to wait at the dead of night. I don't know.
Maybe we have to
Okay, let's
watch remembers when disturbed no more. 3 must reflect. One must watch only still in spring sight.
So
You
I'm
have
saying,
to freeze. I think you have to freeze the pond. Do you have like elf magic, Norcal? Like,
yeah, you can start fires.
I deal with blood, man.
can we
Oh, I
do
do
like
blood.
druid craft? Can't you do druid craft or something?
I do have Druidcraft. Does it have freeze?
I don't know. Does it?
Okay, real quick.
Okay.
This is what we're gonna do. Bruin, Norqual, and Adra, you're gonna go stand on those stones,
Okay.
and you're gonna think about, reflect on your life.
I'm gonna meditate. I'm an elf. I'm gonna meditate.
You're
Okay,
gonna
so
think about. We're not allowed to do it.
all right, so
That was a good idea, John. Come on, that was a good idea.
do you guys I guess follow his command?
I don't know if this is gonna work.
All right,
Sure.
so the 3 of you, at the behest of Murtag, go. Did you say go stand on him or what?
Yeah.
Okay,
Or sit.
sit.
Whatever helps you reflect and meditate the best.
I'm a float.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me, Murtag.
Oh, this is totally gonna work. Oops. 15.
Okay, 15. So, as you see, let's say, Bruin, he steps on the stone, and then followed by the other 2, almost simultaneously. You see, as they stand there, well, as immediately as they got on top of it, right, from the edge of the basin, right, you see ripples coming out from like the direction of their stone, and
Like,
yeah, just kind of ripple in the water.
Like-
It's like something,
it's connected.
if you will, but more so like the stone can cause a ripple because they stepped on it, the movement.
Is it like the rocks aren't solid? Like they're kind of like how like like a heavy rock. If you
Yeah,
step on
I see what you
like-
mean. I wouldn't say that it's a noticeable like movement to the rock.
it. Gotcha. Gotcha.
But anyways, so the three of them are standing
But
there,
we're
and then you're kind of watching this, and then you can see, like, the pool was already moving before you guys even like did anything. Now that people are standing on it, the pool is like moving a little bit more.
one more.
Just standing there.
Disturb no more. So it sounds like we're disturbing it more, not
Yes.
no more.
Now we get off the stones. To disturb it no more. Eh? We disturb it so we get off to disturb it no more.
Sure. Bruin just gets off.
Okay, so as you get off, another kind of ripple happens from where you from the stone that you got off, and I'm assuming the rest of you do same thing. A bunch of ripple happens. I'm assuming you wait.
Yeah,
Okay,
wait for it to be still.
you wait. A couple minutes passes, and the ripples stop, but then it's not completely still.
Is there wind?
There,
Is there wind?
not necessarily wind, but every once in a while, you see like there was already a stick in the pond, and because it had kind of moved, it hit the corner of the basin, and another ripple happens. It's just not perfectly still.
Even nature.
Wait,
must
are you
wait.
watching Burnt Egg? Did you
I
keep
was watching.
I don't know.
I'm
There's also just a
I'm
kind
just
of
thinking
nature
about-
junk in it, by the way.
Yeah.
Can I do it? Does anyone have a bowl? Just a bowl?
Bowl. We got in our mess kits. I think we probably have bowls.
Just
or-
grab one bowl, scoop one water out, sit it on the ground to see if it.
okay.
See if that does
I'll get a
anything.
bowl.
Okay.
Scoop one bowl full of water.
Do you
sit it
guys
on the
have a
ground
bowl?
until- I guess so. I don't know.
And
Just
just make.
cooking supplies.
Oh, okay. So you scoop out a bowl of water and then you kind of set it to the side.
Yeah, until it goes still,
Okay.
and then we all just look at it and reflect.
Wait. Sorry, only 3 of us can be in the reflection?
Yeah,
And then
3
one
of
person
you
has-
can reflect, and I'll watch.
Okay.
Okay. Just staring at this bowl.
Of water from the basin.
Okay. It does get a little still, but nothing happens.
Hmm.
It was worth a shot.
Okay, do we need to clean out this pond?
How big is this pond?
Let's see. About 15 feet wide.
Oh, dude, we could totally clean this out.
How deep is this pond?
We don't know.
You have to go in first.
I will go in first
If I-
since I can't breathe
By
underwater.
we clean this pond, I mean you will clean this pond.
Wait, how do you
I'll-
clean it?
I'm a fast swimmer.
Okay.
You have the net, right?
Do we have a big blanket that we can
No, I got this.
Like,
I just stick it into
drag?
the
Okay.
bag of hold. No,
Okay. So
All the water.
you go into the pond, and what are you trying to do?
clean it.
Well, okay, if we use a blanket, do you know what I mean? And use it like a net, we can drag it on the top and then get the garbage out.
I mean,
Does that make sense?
I
So you
feel
hold the
like
bottom. You hold the bottom.
We're missing something.
Well, fine. We'll use my blanket. You hold the bottom underneath the water and the top above it, and it just catches all the stuff.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Something.
So, what do you roll for this?
And before we do this, before we commit to this, just out of sheer curiosity, no one has anything that can freeze the water, right? Nothing at all.
Let me check. Okay.
The heart of Agrion, maybe.
Oh yeah. I grab it out of the bag of holding and stick it on, like, just let it touch the water.
Um,
To freeze it.
Does it
not
freeze it?
really. I guess it makes it a little cold.
You know.
Guys, it was just.
All right, so
I would like to roll to get all the crap
roll
out of it.
sleight of hand. You can do
Oh
it with
my, sleight of
you can do with advantage since multiple people are helping with this.
We're gonna crush it.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Oh
29.
yeah, you clear everything out of this pool, all the debris from nature. Yeah, it's all gone.
Nice.
Okay.
Guys, just really feeling the the goodness of community service. Just can we just I really feel like my soul's lighter after.
So
now once it's clean and we
Just
watch.
So, as you watch, the pool of water, the basin of water, does become completely still. There is a kind of a glass-like reflection, but there's nothing that's happening.
You guys need to go to the stones again and reflect. You have to go reflect some more.
I think
Well, you have to. Three have to reflect. What are we
Yeah.
reflecting?
someone has to watch.
I'll watch.
All right, so
Maybe.
just kind of, just
You have to be perfectly still. on
from
the
your
stones.
perspective, right, where you guys are standing, okay? So you have the circular stone basin, and then there's
Mhm.
3 stones. I would say, for the purpose of this, it's like stone seats, okay? Like just high enough
Okay.
where you can kind of sit on it.
Yeah.
All right. And they're basically on the, like, on one side, and they're evenly spaced.
Oh. So we have like 3 people watch at one person?
Yeah, I guess if they were all sitting there, they would be looking at.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
face towards the center, right?
Yeah.
So
This is like the Jedi Council.
So, anyways,
Okay,
are you the 3?
Norval, you watch.
Okay, so Noracle's watching.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then,
go sit on the middle one.
okay.
Bruin's gonna put on his mask so that you can't see his face twitch or anything.
All right, so the rest of you go and sit on the other side, okay? So as you sit, again, a ripple of water comes out from, like, beneath you, outwards towards the pool, and it's moving. Okay?
I'm just thinking about the years that I've had with these people and how grateful I am,
Uh-huh.
gratitude. And I'm doing box breathing, so, breathe in 4 seconds, breathe out.
Mm.
And every time I breathe out the bad part of me, and I breathe in the goodness of others.
Okay, so what is everybody else doing?
That's my
I'm staring.
reflecting.
You're just staring. You're not doing anything.
Okay,
I'm the one watching.
you're watching. Okay,
Oh, that's right.
Norcol, roll a perception check. Bruin, what are you doing?
Bruin's. I'd say, like, when he was a soldier, like, he had his guard stance,
Uh-huh.
like, similar to, like, the Queen's guards.
Yeah.
whatever, like you like don't move at all. Like so he's doing that, but inwardly he's thinking about like his just like butt crack just itches like crazy. You know, he can't do it because everyone's watching. Just
So that's what you were reflecting on?
yeah, he's just desperate, like oh.
Okay.
No.
Norkel, what
that
was your
moment.
roll?
16.
16. So, as you notice, these people in front of you, hold on. Okay. You notice from Murtag, as he's breathing, his box breathing or whatever, you can see a
dude.
slight, like, ripple coming out from him.
Mm.
Okay. And then from Bruin, there's, in a sense, just kind of more of a shaking, if you will, but it's also rippling. Water's rippling from him as well. From Adra, there's no ripple.
Oh
Well, he can power down.
no, guys, we gotta
You don't-
stop breathing. Bruin
Oh.
holds his breath as long as he can.
Oh, dude. Breath holding contest?
Yeah, breath.
Okay. All right, roll.
What is Adra doing?
I need you to.
Can I see what he's doing differently?
He's not breathing. He doesn't have to breathe.
Can you roll an investigation check? And then I need two of you to roll Constitution saving throws, I guess.
Oof.
4.
If it's a saving throw, it's a lot better. 16.
All right. So now you see from both left and right. Okay, after a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was your investigation roll?
24.
24. Okay, yeah. Adriel's definitely not breathing. Okay, that's like different than everybody else. But from the two people on the edge of the rocks, right? There's no ripples coming from them, and only like you see in the middle, it was kind of like a quivering kind of ripple from the water, and then all of a sudden, and just a big wave of ripple coming from the middle.
I yell at
It's
Murtag.
so hard to hold your breath.
First.
It's like, Murtag, try again. Take a deep breath.
I turn into a cat, and cats can be really still.
Okay.
And the fur maybe stops it from like affecting the stone as much.
Okay.
And I lay down, and I try to fall asleep.
Okay.
Or no, I try to hold my breath.
Okay. I'll allow you to roll a con saving throw, but since it's your second time, it's got to be at disadvantage.
Oh.
That can't be worse than last time. 5.
And it was, in fact, not worse than last time.
It got better.
I'm not sure what Norkel sees. You're not really sure what's going on. There's still quite a bit of like rippling from the middle, and it's just like, but it's in a rhythmic kind of ripple. It's like you're not sure if the cat fell asleep or not.
Okay. I'll watch, and you can hold your breath better than
Oh
me.
my word. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's switch. Let's
All right,
switch.
so you guys swap.
Switch.
Norkel, roll a con saving throw.
On saving. That would be 16.
16. Okay. So, from this point, Murtag, you are actually watching the reflection of 3 people sitting in front of you, looking at the pool. Now that the water is
Oh.
completely still. The surface is silent and motionless, with the removal of all the debris, and the absolute stillness of the 3 figures in front of you. What you see, when all is perfectly still and looking at the reflection of these 3 figures, the basin starts to glow. Though no moon is overhead to reflect light off of. Their water starts to ripple inwards, forming an image. And what you see is a silver lake hidden within a fog-wrapped valley, bordered by dark ridges. A phrase appears faintly on the surface. Will endure alone. Roll a
Will
period
Endure.
endure period alone period.
John must have wrote this before he met Jody.
Okay, so from roll a history check.
I'll do that. Ten.
10. It is actually not hard. The kind of the image that you got from this basin is pretty clear. It gives you kind of a like an overview of kind of the area, and you can see the little town of Valendale.
Valendale.
Okay, off to the side, and then you can see this mountain ridge running next to it. You can see the valley, then the mountain ridge, and then over that is where this seems to be located. This place that is showing you of a silver lake, but it's obscured kind of by fog and just its remoteness. And then the basin stopped glowing, and then you see the 3 figures in front of you doing their best to keep their breath held.
Just face it red. You can't see through it.
I'm like taking notes, like looking, that was pretty cool. You guys can breathe in now.
In a synchronized
Did you?
duo breath inwards, with Adra just kind of getting up.
Did you guys see that?
See what?
The image on the lake.
I was too busy trying to hold my breath to focus on anything else.
So, I mean, I can't believe it took you guys this long to figure it out, but when you guys finally started holding your breath, basically, it was like a hologram
What's a hologram?
of water. It's like a minor illusion
Oh,
so to speak.
illusion. You
Yeah. And anyways, basically, it's over this mountain. It's actually kind of close, not that far away from us. But the problem is nobody knows about it because it's like so foggy that they don't really see the lake.
See. Was there a lady in the lake by any chance?
Like in the butter wrappings,
No, I think she would
lady
like,
of the lake.
maybe cool sword or something.
Oh no.
No.
Anyways, sounds like you will endure alone. So, first of all, we're gonna go back to Mr. Holman and say you missed out, and then we're gonna go to bed. I knock on Mr. Holman's door.
That was fast travel.
So, so it's getting late. You see the man kind of reach out with his candlelight. He's got his nightcap on. He goes, "Oh, it's the visitors from out of town. Did you find what you were looking for? Also, it's a little late."
Yeah. I was just, you didn't say you wanted to come, so I figured I'd tell you what we did.
Great.
Basically, we had to clean out the pond. Just clean it out, and then 3 people need to sit on little, I'm gonna call them rock stools, and you can't breathe. They have to hold their breath for as long as they can. And then the person watching them will see something really cool. And I'm not going to tell you what that is, because you didn't come with us. So.
Okay.
You really missed out.
Let's see. Roll a, I don't know. Persuasion check, sure.
A spite check.
Yeah. Natural 20, 27.
All right.
FOMO is real.
So wait, you're telling me something happened at this ruin that's been here this whole time, and nobody at this town would ever figure out what was going on with it?
Yeah,
and then
well,
you guys
it's
showed up for one
literally-
night and figured it out?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
Good like that.
magical. It's magical. Just read the instructions, clean out the lake.
Child,
But like the breathing,
you have to tell
the-
me every detail of it.
I'm not going to, because you didn't come with us. But you can do it yourself. You just need 3 friends that can hold their breath for a long time.
3, and you see him, it's like, I guess he keeps a notebook next to the door. Starts scribbling. Okay. 3 friends holding their breath. Anything else?
Yeah. Yeah, they have to sit. You have to clean out the pond,
Someone has to watch.
and and then somebody has to watch. 1 watches, 3 reflect, and then you look at the
One from the
reflections.
One from the center, one like the 3
It-
of us.
yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Wow.
got it.
I'm not. You seem a little disappointed in me at first, but then you're like also really helping.
Easy.
Yeah, well, I just want you to grow as a person, you know? You have to do new things to grow as a person, and
Okay.
yeah, I was disappointed when you didn't come, but you know, I think you could change your ways. So
I'm so sorry I failed you. I really wish I could have witnessed it.
anyways,
Good night.
good night.
Okay. So you leave the library and you head back to the something inn.
The Gleaming Flask.
Yeah, the Gleaming
Yes.
Flask. And as you enter, things have died down significantly. You see Mira said, "Oh, I didn't think you boys would be coming back, but here are the keys to your rooms," and kind of hands it to you. And just down the hallway, first 2 rooms on the left.
Why? Just can Bruin do an insight check? Why didn't you think we would be coming back?
Yeah. Roll your insight check.
That's a good question.
I don't know. It's 11.
I think it's a combination of just like you guys kind of left, and then between you guys talking to Mr. The cartographer, and then just going out into the middle of the kind of outskirts of town and messing around with the pond basically all night.
Yeah.
It was probably like closer to midnight by the time you guys got back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, anyways, because of the lateness of the night,
Mm.
that was her thought.
Just so we go to the rooms. It's like I just didn't even think about it, but Adra doesn't snore. I'm getting it. Definitely staying with him.
He doesn't even lay down, he just stands in the corner.
Dude, stop looking at me.
It's just like blue
alright.
glowing eyes that are darting to every part of the room.
I guess we just go to bed.
I'll be with Norcool.
All right, so you guys find your bunkmates and or roommates, and are tucked away in a cozy inn, and there's no reason to roll any sort of like watch. You're secured in the with four walls around you, in your own bed, in the bed that you, I guess, rented. You do find a cup of milk tableside.
For me?
Yeah, for every guest of the Gleaming Flask.
Is it hot milk?
It's. I would only say that it's gleaming.
Mm.
Oh, wait a second. It's like the name.
I smell it and then I drink it.
Okay, great.
Delicious.
Yeah, it tastes like milk.
Gleaming milk?
Sure.
It's irradiated.
I'm shining.
Okay. So after of which, it becomes morning. The night has ended, and you wake up. The inn is still pretty still at this point. The slash tavern. You know that the tavern slash inn is more of a night place rather than a day place. But all that to say is it went by uneventful.
No bad dreams.
No bad dreams.
Hmm.
Okay, so what are
In
you
the
guys
morning
doing
when we're
now?
eating breakfast.
Okay, you can.
When we're eating breakfast.
Yeah, there's breakfast served. It comes with actually it's a continental breakfast, and it comes with the rooms. there is like a by the hearth there is a pan that's constantly hot. It's got ridges in it, but next to it there's a little like it's got like some kind of
Oh,
thick liquid in it. It's
Gleaming.
yeah, but there's two of these pans. There's two of these pans that are hot, right? So
yeah. I go over there and I pour the liquid in and then put one pan on top of the other pan.
oh, great! You can hear immediately as you're pouring in. You can hear the sizzle. Next to it, there's a guy kind of sitting next to the hearth, kind of warming his hand. He's like, "Don't forget to flip it, in about 2 minutes."
Okay.
I just got it.
Yeah, dude.
Once we get
Waffle.
our like meal sorted out, I just say to the guys, I just want to apologize for my. I just couldn't get the job done last night. I really feel like I let you down, Narcool.
It's alright, man.
I just want
I'm used.
you to
I'm
know
used
that
to it.
won't happen again.
It's
Yeah.
okay. If it does, it's fine. I'm used to it.
It's small lungs. That's what it is. You didn't have as much lung capacity. There's no.
It's okay. And I just push a glass of milk towards him. Drink up. It'll help you grow.
I think I'm done growing.
No, keep drinking. Just like put it towards the mouth. Just start.
Yeah, slam it back.
Well,
Onto the
Onto the mysterious lake.
foggy lake.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys kind of gather your belongings and make your way out. All geared up. So, basically, just looks like you guys are going to go hunting. But you kind of exit north of the town, and then kind of follow in a general direction of where you where that vision of the lake kind of took you, and you climb out of the valley, and then you see exactly where that mountain is that you have to get over to get to where it's kind of the fog laden valley that is covering the Mirror Lake. So you go, and you guys, I mean, as far as that goes, there's not too much trouble. Like you said, it's not too far. I would say it probably took you a good 4 hours probably to get there. And what you see, as you kind of descend the mountainside, you do see a thick layer of fog, and then you almost get it right up to it, and it just looks like a veil, almost palpable, if you will, like you can reach out and touch this fog. But it is thick, and it is really just fog, but it's kind of just in there, nestled into this valley. Assuming, basically, moving forward, you kind of descend, and it is like you can't see much more than this as you travel through. You kind of just follow whoever is leading the pack here, just by the crunching of the ground as your footfall. And it's a bunch of little, you kind of find somewhat of a switchback, but you kind of almost blaze your own trail too. But eventually you're able to break the layer of fog, and you see before you a lake in what can only be described as a giant mirror. Okay. Do you continue to make your way down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
So-
do you guys think by it means by no lies? I guess we need to go look at the reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you head down, you do see that there is a forest, and then followed by a clearing, then followed by this lake. Okay, and it's massive. But from your standpoint, you can basically see every edge. I would like the three of you to roll a perception check.
As we look around the lake,
Mm-hmm.
or as we look at ourselves.
Look around the lake.
24.
Natural one.
22.
Bruin, you are amazed as far as how, like, you guys were, the fact that you guys got a little basin, like, had so much trouble to get it to be perfectly still. Like, you are amazed as far as this lake being absolutely still, and it's much bigger, much grander, and it's reflecting basically what you could see of the mountainside, also the fog coverage above, stuff like that. It's almost disorienting because you can't tell what's actually. It almost just seems like a hole in the middle of the ground.
He's like on his knees and hands, like face sideways on the ground. It's like, guys, are you seeing this? It's wild.
Now, for the rest of you that rolled over 20, you actually see around one end of it a stone archway. And that's the only thing in this vicinity that looks out of place.
As why I would like to look at my reflection in the lake.
Okay, as you get closer to it. So you get next to it and you look down and you see a perfect reflection of yourself.
Is it telling the truth in some way I don't expect, if that makes sense? Like,
No,
is it like showing a real picture of who I am?
it is just a reflection of yourself. I mean, at least of what you can remember about yourself.
If I... Guys, can I touch it?
Go for it.
I just want to put my finger in and see the ripple.
Okay, and you do so, and you see it go just ever so gently, a ripple, and it just extends out very eerily, mind you, as far as that goes, but it just and it disappears because at kind of from your level you can only see kind of an extension that goes to the far shore, but it goes out and that's it.
Bruin's
This
gonna
place is
like
crazy.
make faces and like do stunts by the water to see if like he can watch his reflection do something not supposed to.
Yeah, you
Like-
it like I said, it acts as a mirror should, right? Anything that you do, it does the same thing instantaneous.
So this archway is all the way around.
No, it's just kind of down. If you just follow the shore, you'll get to it within a couple minutes.
Oh,
Let's go to the archway.
Yeah,
Maybe it has some writing.
Okay. So you get to the archway and what you see is not necessarily an archway that extends up, right? Like from ground level up, but more so that the archway is kind of pushed into the water, creating kind of a barrier. And there's steps leading downward.
Oh,
Into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I would go.
What did you say?
What's that? I'll go.
Yeah, so
Yeah, let's go.
the stone kind of like barrier is keeping the water out. And then there's just kind of a hole that goes into. Okay. So you walk down.
Is there any writing?
No writing. Not that you can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So you descend beneath the still surface of the mirror lake. As you pass through kind of the stone archway. But you find yourself stepping into a dry tunnel, this staircase. It's not, you would imagine it to be wet, even just from spilling over the thing, but as this lake is, it is perfectly still until someone made a ripple through it. But other than that, the water doesn't kind of budge. It doesn't rise or lower. It doesn't spill or anything like that. But as you walk through this area, you finally get low enough where it kind of levels out. But what's kind of amazing is as you're walking underneath this area, the stone is almost transparent. You can see the lake above you as you're walking through this tunnel. And finally, there seems to be the walls itself seems to be moving in a silent, eerie kind of way. And you see, let's see. I would say as you're walking by, you're looking to your side, you see a reflection of yourself. Okay. But not really of yourself. You guys are wearing royal robes. Norqual, you're holding the heart triumphantly. And then even further beyond just you see a cheering crowd.
Interesting.
I would like you guys to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh. 14.
Ooh, natural 20 for 22.
4.
Okay. Murtag. You always seems to hold high regard for the finer things in life. There is ever so a slight whisper in the back of your head about what would it be like. You've been around royalty before. You've seen it in the royal family of Londeroth. What if I was one of those? And you're drawn to this image of yourself wearing royal garbs, being your name chanted by the crowd. So you move closer to the wall, reaching
all
out
like
to
the
it.
girls, all the girls are like chanting my name too. It's like the Beatles.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Dude.
As you're kind of reaching out to the
And-
wall, I would like you to roll one more wisdom saving throw.
Would it be out of character for Bruin? Like, I think Bruin, unless this is too metagamey, could Bruin try to grab him before he touches the reflection?
What would be his resolve? Why would he stop himself from touching his own or stop Murtagh from touching his own reflection?
I mean, it just seems wrong. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I will say to Bruin, unless you can give me some other indication here. To Bruin just looks like Murtagh touching, like if he was just touching a mirror.
okay. Yeah. Okay, then
I did just touch the water too.
sure.
Okay, so what was your wisdom
I rolled
saving?
a 19.
Okay,
But
you
if it's at disadvantage, it's 7.
okay?
Depends if it's advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. No, it's not a disadvantage or anything like that. It's just a straight roll. But as you kind of reach out, just inches away from touching the wall, you have a moment of realization, and you come to, you're like, this is dumb, and then you kind of pull back. Your reflection does not pull back. In fact, it smirks. In fact, all of your reflections smirk as you're looking at the wall. And then you hear almost like a giggling. And then your reflection warps and disappears.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Did you guys just see that?
Question. Since I have a book that contains like monsters,
Mm-hmm.
do I recall something like that when I was reading it?
You can roll a history check.
Is this like the Tome of Monsters from He Who Fights with Monsters? You like look up stuff.
17.
You don't recall anything of this sort where it can show not only a visual, like, yeah, you know of monsters that can probably impersonate people, right? But not to the degree where it also shows background crowds that are cheering and stuff like that. So as a result, you can make an assumption that this is something that this particular wall is doing, not necessarily as a creature, but as kind of some kind of magic, right?
Could Bruin goes up to Adra. He's like, "Hey, Adra, is there any way you can? Do you think it'd be a good idea to whack the wall with your pickaxe and give us a good reading of the stone?"
Oh yeah. Let's see. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. It's a 4.
Yeah. He goes, I think I would rather not.
Okay. What is understood? By the way, what did Adra's reflection look like? By the way, was he wearing the mask still in his outfit, or was he dressed like differently? Like, was he like full robot?
Oh, interesting. I would say probably just what he's wearing, except he's got like kind of a royalty robe around him. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, nothing like revealing or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep it on the safe side as far as his lore goes.
Gotcha. I think he already revealed that he wasn't. I think he revealed he was Warforged, but I could be making that up.
He revealed that he was. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he revealed much about his background except the fact that he is not necessarily human.
Okay.
Okay, so as you kind of break away from this whatever magic thing that's happening, instead, the walls are showing a different image. Shows a figure, handsome actually, a leader of sorts. This man standing at the edge of a council chamber, watching a crowd argue, while a figure in the shadows whispers to a scribe. And the image, after a while, the image kind of flickers out. The path continues forward. I'm assuming you guys continue that down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At the far wall, finally it kind of expands into a chamber, and at the far wall, what you see etched across a curved black back wall is a scene in pale stone. What you see is a towering tree with gnarled roots and wide branches stand against a blank horizon. Half of its crown is ablaze, licking flames climbing into the skies that isn't carved, just smooth black stone. Beneath the tree stands a lone figure. And you have a feeling that this is Adrian. Robed in armor of light, his sword sheathed, one hand outstretched as if to stop the fire, but unmoving. He's watching the flames, not fighting them. And at the base of the tree, its roots twist around a darkened pit, and shadowy tendrils crawl upward just beneath the surface. You realize the tree isn't just burning from above, it's corrupted from beneath. And then besides this kind of mural, if you will, there's a path that kind of leads around the side.
Does it look like the tree that the elves had?
No, I would say this is probably just a very general, sturdy-looking tree.
Okay.
What's around it, you said?
Well, I guess we'll keep going.
What do you mean around it?
Like, what setting is the tree in?
It's kind of a blank horizon. You just see a tree with fire above and kind of a darkness below, and then Adrian standing kind of in the foreground. Okay, continue forward.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as you move forward, there's a couple of, it's pretty linear, but it's a little bit of a winding path. But eventually you get to this corridor kind of widens into a small sanctum. There are 6 stone thrones lining the walls. Okay, so 3 on each side. Each throne bears a statue of a different, probably ruler or leader of some sort. Okay. And there is a brass plaque in front of each of them. Now, at the end of this this room stands a sealed door, stone door, flanked by some unlit braziers. Above the kind of the archway of, you see these words written there. It says, "To pass, choose whom to follow, but take heed. Honor without wisdom feeds only flame."
That's a good line.
It's a Chat GPT line.
Has no faith in it.
Honor without wisdom.
So we had six thrones, right?
Mm-hmm. 3 on each side.
Okay. You said there's a plaque on front of each of them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what do they read?
Which one do you look at?
Starting from the left and move to the right.
So it's just kind of a hallway. So there's 3 thrones here, 3 thrones here. You just want to watch.
Starting from the left closest.
Okay.
And then
So
move to
the left closest. You see on the plaque it says King Elmenos.
Jeez.
The plaque text reads,
He's a
Peace.
sneaky one.
"Peace through unity, no matter the cost."
King Elmenos.
Yep.
That sounds.
Then the left middle.
Okay. It reads Warden Shalra. Shalra.
Oh, I spelled it right.
Okay. The text reads, "Loyalty never falters, even when truth fades."
Okay. The left furthest.
Okay. Saint Valen. "Mercy to the weak strengthens the strong."
Right closest.
Judge Kale. "Doubt is treason."
Right middle.
Wow.
Queen Tyrese. Power
Queen what?
obey Tyrese.
Okay.
Power obeys only power.
And the last one. Right furthest.
Okay. The Nameless Mask. He who serves none is free.
And what was it said? Wisdom. No.
Honor without wisdom is, what is it?
Fuels the fire.
Fuels the fire. I think Bruin just goes up to the one that is like mercy to the weak is the strength of the strong.
The
And he did-
far left one.
Saint Valen.
Saint Valen.
Saint Valen.
So honor without wisdom. That would make sense because I feel like all the other ones are like pretty bad. Peace through unity, no matter what.
No matter the cost.
Warden,
Warden, what was the loyalty?
loyalty never
When truth
falters when
fades,
doubt is
when
treason.
truth fades.
Power obeys only power, and then. But if you kind of think about it, he who serves none is free.
Mm.
I mean, you don't have.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I guess you don't have anything bounding you. Whatever.
But okay, who
The
wrote-
obvious one is mercy to the weak, strength to the strong.
Well, is it obvious? Like, it depends on who made it. If like a necromancer made this thing, it'd be different. But who made this thing?
But it's a saint.
I mean, that's what a saint said, but that doesn't mean that's what the guy believed in. Can Bruin do like a history check or something to see like what does this construction look like? who did this?
Sure, you can roll a history check.
Or or not that it matters, but history or religion or something. It's a 7.
You can't really tell. It seems ancient.
It's pretty dark, guys.
Can I do a grim psychometry?
Okay. Roll your history check.
Advantage. $16.
16. You don't get any sort of evil ritual or something happening here.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything evil.
It's just the throne.
All right.
Sit on it. Do we need to sit on it at the same time? Is it?
No, it's like
Is there someone in the throne, or is it?
What if we all
no, there's
choose
not
different
anyone
ones?
sitting in the throne, but there are definitely like it's like 6 distinct looking throne chairs, right? So
Bruin sits in the throne.
which
Or
one?
the saint. The saint.
Okay.
Does he die?
No. Nothing happens.
What was the whole thing that for us to move forward we have to choose?
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Pick who to follow.
How big is his throne chair?
Who should we vote for?
Mm.
I think probably St. Valen or No Mask.
Yeah, that's kind of my vote too.
But the problem is when you serve no master, then it's just up to you. There's no morality, right?
There's no honor.
Mm.
Because I feel like honor is. It's a definition of honor.
Bruin's like
Keeping-
wait,
Like I know.
Keeping your word to somebody, so to speak, right? So if you serve nobody, you don't really have a. I don't know.
So, let's pick St. Valen.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Dude, all of our paladins would be so proud right now.
All right. So, as you say this, right? The braziers at the end of the hallway light up, and you see the door slowly open. Meanwhile, at the same time, the inscription on the plaques like glow, and the lettering shifts and alters, and you see new words show up on the plaque.
Jeez.
The first one, on the closest one, just says for King Elmenos, tyranny masked as peace.
Mm.
The one next to it says a warning of blind obedience. The third one says a reflection of Adrian's ethos. Going back to the right closest one, classic deception. The one next to that, pure ambition. And finally, at the very end, it says freedom from structure.
Okay, so it looks like we got it.
Wouldn't it? Okay, wouldn't it? Adrian's
Is the question still the same question?
Oh yeah, all that's the same. It's pretty clear that you guys got it right. It was just kind of an interpretation of what was at stake.
Freedom from structure. That's interesting.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
What do you think Adrian's
Ethos.
or a warning of blind obedience?
What?
What do you think? What do you think those two mean?
What are you talking about? You talking about the warden?
Yeah, warning of a blind obedience. Is that what Adrian?
Wait,
Isn't that what
I
he's
thought
saying? Is
Adrian-
like,
what?
We're just blindly.
isn't that what
following
his point
Adrian.
is? If you like, honor without wisdom is just fuel to the fire. Wouldn't that just be a warning of blind obedience?
Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken, but didn't he say we picked the right one already, but he's just going through it?
Yeah. I mean, you guys already cleared this room, so.
Okay, so we just do the doors open?
Oh, we don't have to pick again. We don't have to
No,
pick again.
no.
Okay.
It just reveals the
Oh.
truth of
It
each
just
plaque.
it's revealing the truth of the plaques.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
yeah. So
Yeah, I
we-
was like, these are way harder to choose from.
Okay, so moving into the next room, you see a rectangular chamber with a grid of glowing rune tiles covering the floor. It's the classic step on the right tiles.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Each is inscribed with a single word. And then it's kind of just glowing in some iridescent colors. The inscription on the far wall reads, Legion spoke in truths that felt good. Adron walked in truths that did good.
Right.
And-
Can you say this
Is this
description
the
again?
first time?
Legion spoke in truth that looked
Felt
good.
good.
Felt good.
Felt good.
Adrian walked in truths that did good. And again, you see kind of a heavy archway door sealed shut on the far end.
Dang it. I thought it was gonna be like.
Is this
open
the first
and you gotta find
time-
a way across.
This is the first time we've actually encountered Legion.
In name, yes.
Yeah.
I guess the group, yes, not me.
So with that, we can pick up again in the next session, whatever that might be.
Jordan.
But you guys are in the midst of the Mirror Lake dungeon.
Oh, dungeon.
No.
Okay.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,